Alright, in this lesson we will talk about some other keyboard shortcuts that are useful to save you some time. The first keyboard shortcut that I find super useful is the nudge by one frame. So in order to do that, you click on whatever you want to nudge, and then press Command and then left arrow. And it moves it one frame at a time, or Command right arrow. This works on anything. The next one is the select all. This is pretty similar to anything such as highlighting things on your desktop. So that's just Command A, and that selects everything. Then you can move everything at once. The next thing is the cut and paste, which works just like using, let's say, Microsoft Word. Essentially, you select something, Command X cuts it, but also copies it, and then Command V pastes it. To create in and outs, it's the same as working in the source monitor. You place your timeline cursor in your sequence where you'd want the endpoint to be. So if this is where you want the endpoint to be, you press I, and then at the end you press O. This is the area that will be exported when you go to File, Export Media. Another super useful command is pressing A on your keyboard, which brings up this tool called Track Select Forward tool. This tool is super useful because let's say you just wanted to move everything after this clip. So in this case, I would lock the audio so that the audio is unaffected, and then I would simply click here and drag. Or click here and drag. Anywhere you click, it highlights everything after. And if you press Shift plus A, it'll do the opposite, anything before that. So let's press V to go back to our regular tool, Command S to save, and we'll adjust this to show the rest of the tools. Another really great keyboard shortcut and tool is the slip tool, which you can find by pressing Y or going over here. This is a very useful tool because in your edit, when you have a clip before and after, you can simply press Y, click and hold on a clip, and then drag left and right by a certain amount of frames. This is plus 1 second and 4 frames, or we can go back 21 frames. So if I were to go, let's say, 3 seconds ahead, without affecting anything before and after, I've slipped the clip, and now this part is what was originally 3 seconds way over here. So in other words, if I were to undo that and drag all this open, by slipping, I'm actually bringing the portion here all the way to here. When I slip, or if I go the other way. So that's very, very powerful. Let's undo that. Another cool option is if you click and hold this clip, then hold Command and Option, and then drag to the other clip, you can actually reverse the clip. So this clip is now here and this clip's now there. To show you that again, Command Option, click and hold the clip, and drag it to where you want to go. The rolling edit tool is also fun to use and makes things a little easier. To do that, you click on this or press N, and what this does is basically move your edit point. So assuming you have more to play with, you have more what's called handles on the clip, which means before this point in your edit or after this point in your edit, you have more to play with. You can use your rolling edit to click and hold at an edit point and move the cut to a later time, or on a different clip, let's say move it earlier.